Well, vitamin D, it's been talked about, ad litem, and you can see so much stuff. So I don't want to go too deep into it. But again, super important. Vitamin D is a bit of a super hormone, even though it's called a vitamin. It has incredible benefits health-wise all across the board. Now, if you ask me what's the best way to take vitamin D, I'm going to say the sun.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So I know everyone's scared of the sun. They all think they're going to die like vampires or whatever. But vitamin D, sun exposure is really good. And you get all these other benefits from it as well. But it has to be like, if you put on a full block and go out, you're not getting vitamin D. You actually need to get some sun. Of course, don't burn yourself, all that. And be careful, skin types, you got to look at all that. But having said all that, I'm a big believer. It's a little bit like grass. If you get too much sun, it'll burn. Not enough sun, and it's not great either. If you put something out on the lawn and you take it up and it's all dead because there's not enough sun. Oversimplification, but I feel like that as humans, we need a certain amount.
We'll get a dermatologist review on that statement.
Okay, yeah. Well,
no, it's
anyone into skin, they're going to be terrified of the sun. So, but there is that amazing process of getting it that way.
And it's good for your immune system. And do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah.
I know there's so much information about
there sure is, yeah. I mean, and again, brilliant for immune system. And why do we get colds and flus more so in the winter than the summer? Largely to do with our vitamin D levels are lower. So absolutely incredible for your immune system. And even with things like COVID, there was lots of really good research showing that vitamin D really did help the outcome when it comes to anything, but that's just one of those. But yeah, not allowed to say anything else is good for health or immune system. But yeah, look, it really is for sure.
Essential.
Now, the one thing I would caution on, some people take super high doses of vitamin D.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure about that. I would just take a reasonable amount.
Isn't it like the recommended 1,000 IU a day?
I should know this, but I mean, I would be recommending, because a lot of them are like 5,000 or 10,000, and I certainly wouldn't be taking that on a long-term basis.
Yeah.
Maybe short-term if you absolutely were deficient in it or something. But I wouldn't go overboard.
I think Ben's looking it up.
Okay. So, you want to, it's always this U curve where, you don't want too much, too little, too much. There's just the kind of sweet spot. So, I would definitely would make sure you're getting enough of that in there. Like
400
IUs for the RDA. But again, is RDA optimum?
Right.
So some of these supplements are 5,000 or 10,000, and again, it's out of balance with everything else. I'm a little wary about that. That's why, I do like to take the cod liver oil for that, because I get the vitamin A and D. It's a natural, almost food, and it's been taken for hundreds of years. Again, all these super healthy people prized it, would always give it to people, especially for mothers that are going to have kids and all these types of things. So, I definitely, vitamin D is going to be right up there.